The 2027 Philadelphia 76ers, the dynamic duo of Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe. But now with veterans Jaylen Brown and LeBron and supposedly top 5 in the league, they're supposed to be major contenders. But are they better than their last championship team? The 1983 76ers were really something else. Not only with Hall of Fame players such as Julius Erving and Moses Malone leading the helm, they had Sixth Man of the Year Bobby Jones and All-Defensive First Team Maurice Cheeks. Are the 2026-27 Sixers better or worse than the 1982-83 76ers? Now for this video, I'm going to compare the 83 Sixers stats to the 27 Sixers stats of last year since they haven't played together yet. And disclaimer for this video, I'm not going to take 3-point percentage too seriously because no one in the 80s really shot threes except for like Larry Bird and Isaiah Thomas. Tyrese Maxey and Maurice Cheeks are the first comparison from both starting point guards. Though if Cheeks' is higher defensive win share and defensive box plus minus, I feel Cheeks has the defensive upper hand. Cheeks clearly takes the defensive edge, but Maxey's 28 points per game scoring load creates an offensive gap that Cheeks simply can't bridge. So overall, I'm going to take Tyrese Maxey over Maurice Cheeks. At the shooting guard position, it's Andrew Toney versus VJ Edgecombe. This season, Andrew Toney was an all-star at 20 years old, and VJ was third in Rookie of the Year voting behind Cooper Flagg and Colin Knuppel, who are supposed to have extremely great careers, and VJ is turning 21 this upcoming season. Offensively, I'm going to take Andrew Toney due to him having more points, higher 2-point percentage shot and field goal percentage, and a higher offensive win share and offensive box plus minus. But defensively, I'm going to go VJ with him having not just more steals and blocks per game, but also having more total steals and total blocks in fewer games played. But overall, I'm going to have to take Andrew Toney. At the small forward, it's Julius Erving versus Jaylen Brown. That season, Julius was top 5 in MVP voting, an all-star, All-NBA first team at 32 years of age. And while Jaylen Brown was 6th in MVP voting, an all-star and All-NBA second team and will be 30 this upcoming season, Julius Erving has it. I mean, with Erving averaging not just more defensively, he has a higher field goal percentage and nearly the same rebounds per game. I'm going to take Erving over Jaylen due to his higher box plus minus and value over replacement player. Now, power forward, this was a very hard decision. King LeBron versus Bobby Jones. Now, for context, Bobby Jones was 3rd in Defensive Player of the Year voting, 6th Man of the Year, and All-Defensive First Team at 31. For context, this season, 4 people tied for 3rd place in Defensive Player of the Year voting. I don't know how that works back then. I don't make the stats. Another reason I'm using Bobby Jones instead of the actual starting power forward is because Bobby Jones literally frame bogs him in every statistic possible. Like, he came off the bench and averaged more everything than him. So I just had to make it more fair and use Bobby Jones instead of whoever Mark Irvarni is. King LeBron, he was an all-star last year and he's going to be 42 this upcoming season. I can't really make an argument for Bobby Jones because LeBron literally averages everything more than him. And even if you want to say I didn't use the starting power forward, I'm going to show you the head-to-head stats of LeBron James versus Mark in their past seasons in his championship season. You can see I literally cannot make a case for Mark here, so I'm obviously going to take LeBron.
Shit's dry over here.
Last but not least, we're going to go to the center position. The center position of Moses Malone versus Joel Embiid. That season, Moses Malone at 27 was an MVP, Finals MVP, first All-NBA and All-Defensive, and an All-Star. Wow, Joel will be 32 next season and has only played 38 games last season. Now, I love Embiid, but I'm going to use the stats from the last 2 seasons just to make this case better for him. Offensively, they average almost the same points, but with Joel having more assists, what am I talking about? I can't take Joel over an MVP. It's Moses Malone. He had almost double the rebounds, way more steals and blocks, and even in points, Moses Malone had more total points in that season than Joel had compared to his last 2. So, my final verdict, it's up to you to decide. I don't know what I'm talking about. This is all just stats. I'm just a little stat boy. Just go with your interpretations. I don't know what you want me to do. I'm gone. Bye.